Hello? Oh, there we go. Man, I swear, like, audio stuff is cursed. It's just like, you heard me say hello when I first started talking, right? No? Okay, well, it didn't work on the stream for a second either. So, I had to, like, unplug my thing and replug it. Yeah. No, what I thought happened was that it, like, reset the thing again, because it does that sometimes. Yes. Wait, why can't... Why is... Wait. Can you say something again? No, your thing isn't work... What? Gosh darn it. No, this is the... No, it froze again. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Yeah, please. Yes, please. More technical difficulties.
I love Palworld.
Okay, there you go.
I would play... Oh, is it the same link? Okay.
Yeah, it's just you gotta reset it sometimes.
I think it goes stale if nothing's touching it.
Oh, probably.
That's my guess, I guess.
No, I do want to figure out the music thing. Like, at least, like, get something going, cause...
I mean, I like your intermission. What do you mean playlist, though?
Just, like, music I could play. Like, you know how most people do, with, like...
Oh. You want like just some?
I mean,
yeah, we need stuff that's not copyright triggers or whatever.
No, I have plenty of that. Like, I have like being mostly into video game music has its perks.
Yeah, we should make a funny playlist.
Mine's not going to be funny. It's going to be classy. Well,
that's
I don't
what
know.
They all say. That's what they all say. You're getting mascara ads.
Mascara.
Yeah. Guess I should brew up some more tea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I need more tea.
I think the worst thing about trying to do audio stuff is that unless I'm listening to the stream myself, I don't know how it sounds. Yeah, I only have the bars to trust, which is fine, but let me go to my music.
Hello.
Hi, I'm doing something real quick.
Oh, okay. So it's not time yet.
I'm gonna need your help with this, because...
What do you need help with?
I need you to use your ears.
My ears?
Yes.
For what?
To help me figure out the sound levels for the thing.
What do you want to adjust exactly?
I'm making a playlist, and then I'm gonna test it on the stream. I'm just gonna do it like raw style. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just like, because I really want to figure this out.
I see. Let me know when you're playing music.
Oof. Okay, there's a okay, I guess we could figure that part out later too. So I'm using...
Well, I mean, also, like, there's a way to use a plugin with Foobar 2000 to, like, show what song is playing on screen.
Yeah, we're not gonna do all that just yet. I just want to get it working so I can, like, figure out how I'm gonna do it. The problem I'm running into is that I'm using Media Player Classic because
well, no, I mean, wait, I think with Foobar it's a lot easier because then you can use those plugins and then you can
No, that's true. It's just like the one I use is Media Player Classic because it can pitch shift, which I'm not gonna do on the stream, but like.
No, you can if you want. Like, it's not a bad idea because then you can avoid copyright issues too.
I mean, I don't think any of these songs are going to get copyright hit. That would be weird if that was the case.
Probably. No, but I think it's funny though if you did do it anyway. You know, just to be quirky and interesting, keep everyone on their toes. You know.
Oh, huh. Yeah. So I'm just
you can do that with Foobar, I think, but you would need a tool for that. I think another plugin. I think it's built in. I just forget what they call it.
I'll be out there in a sec. I'll be out there in a sec to say hi.
Well, you're gonna have to get up in a moment.
Yeah, just a second, but like, I'm just setting all this up. The problem I'm running into is the fact that it actually just shows the file names instead of the titles. And that's not really what I want.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean with the Foobar plugin that has with OBS. It prints out the name of the song and the album it's from, or you can choose what you want it to show.
Yeah,
and it just prints it out, and then I mean OBS snatches it up and just throws it on screen.
I see.
It's really clever how it works, actually. I did it with the visualizer as well, and it was just kind of like baked into the window. So if you want like a visualizer to go with it, like a small one, that's also really nifty.
I see.
OBS actually has a visualizer plugin, but I prefer just streaming the one, modifying the one in Foobar and just streaming that one.
What in the world? I have some like so I've collected a lot of music over the years.
Yeah.
and I have some that are like, well, like my music collection is actually massive. Like, yeah, they're not like the best versions of them, but like I snatched it when I was like, I want to listen to this.
Yeah.
But like, all of my Sonic music is from Sonic Style Music before that site stopped existing. So like, I have like, they're like all MP3s though, like, which is, I guess, not the most ideal, but it's something. It exists. I think I'll just leave it like this for now. Ooh. I think I'll nix Sonic Spinball for now.
Yeah.
Like, Space Harrier? Is it just the thing? What? But Space Harrier only has like one song. Yeah, I split them all into folders too, which I think is really funny.
Oh god, your bespoke organizing system.
Yeah. Ooh, I even have some DDR songs. Yeah, I like ripped them from Stepmania, but I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just like mostly putting some like Sonic music here and plus extra. But give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I think I know how to do this though. Like I just make one of the sources, the audio sources lock to Media Player Classic. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
I really don't like that my voice is peaking on this bar thing here, but I guess I'm gonna have to ignore it. Let me turn that intermission music off. I'm not like actually peaking or anything, because...
Sounds fine to me.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure someone would have said something by now if I sounded weird. Okay.
It very much sounds exactly how I hear it.
I see. So I'm going to... Wait, sorry.
No, go
Ah,
ahead.
shoot. They changed the little thing. Oh, that's neat. It has little pictures now to show my already existing sources.
Ooh.
Audio output capture. Or audio input. Oh, I forgot. I forgot which one it was. Audio input?
That could be the music.
Add a new audio input.
Yeah.
Device? No, I think it might be audio output, actually. Sorry, there won't be any Yoshi music right now. Audio output. What? There's like the wait. Audio input capture? What? Wait, I think I'm messing something up actually. Let me remove this.
I'm the baby.
The Chobocabo baby. That's inappropriate. What does it mean by global and active? Whatever. I haven't messed with this stuff in so long, I pretty much just have it exactly how I want it. So what is this?
Mean, we could figure it out later. We can just
no.
Oh.
I want to do it now.
Fine.
I'm gonna be so upset if I don't figure this out, cause I want the tunes.
Can you at least let me in the world?
Wait. Is it application audio capture? I think that's what it is.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Then that match title. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna play the song. Can you hear that?
No. Wait.
I may have to raise, like, you can hear it, but I assume it's quiet. Okay. So I'm gonna mess with this a little bit. Oh, you're gonna love this. So the wire that the headphones you got me came with comes with a little dial on it, which is something I haven't had for like ages.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to be too loud, because, you know, I kind of want it to be loud enough to be hearable, but, like, not, like, overbearing. How does it sound now?
That's actually pretty good.
You think I can leave it like this, or can I... I'm gonna put it a bit higher. How about this?
Sounds pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, it's just... I'm to turn down the PAL music.
I never have the PAL music. I never have the music on anyway, so...
If you turn down your volume, like, a little bit...
Mm-hmm.
Then turn down the music a little bit, too.
Okay, I'll turn it down to this to 13. And my voice to 24. How do I sound now?
I'm just trying to compare it to my own as I speak. La 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 la. Woo, woo, woo.
Which I can like
I think
move.
that's.
You think that's fine?
Hold on. You're just a little bit more down on yours, I think.
On my voice? Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
22. How's this sound compared to the sweet sound of Smash TV?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Everything's
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
Everything's. Yeah, let's get moving. I want to play the game.
Yeah, but look, I'm trying to take this seriously, and the one thing that was missing was the fact that there was no music. No chill tunes, no chill vibes, okay? You understand? We need chill vibes.
Chill
Awesome.
vibes acquired.
Also because I can finally hear you when I'm playing music. So you want to know the worst thing about having one earmuff? Is the fact that I couldn't hear you. Like,
oh yeah, you're stereo now.
well, like, the problem I was having was the fact that when I played anything besides just the game, I couldn't hear you. Right? And so I couldn't listen to music at all. It was the worst. In fact, it was like kind of surreal finally being able to hear out of both ears. Because it's just like
nice.
Yeah. No, it's like that's the kind of thing I wouldn't wish upon anyone. That's just not having hearing out of one ear when wearing headphones. It's like the worst, especially if like you're very like hearing sensitive.
I'm pretty lucky that making Quiver eggs is actually pretty easy, or easier than normal dragons, because there's large dragons, they're not huge dragons. So that means
True.
they hatch faster, which is really useful.
Oh, Big Small J is here. They were confused. We're trying to set up the music because I haven't had music here. In fact, it's funny that I do actually have history streaming. There was a point where I had like a streaming playlist, right? But
What happened?
Well, it was just that I stopped streaming for a while, right? But like on my iPod, it's still there as stream playlist in all caps.
Oh, you do the all caps thing too.
Yeah. Turning up the music just a little bit.
I'm worried it might clog out your voice. Your beautiful, beautiful voice.
My voice? I mean, I could just turn my voice up then.
No. No, it needs to be registered. You need to save the sound space and the frequency.
Alright, sound nerd. I value your opinion.
You gotta, there's only so much volume that you can stuff into an output before it just kind of gets a bit messy.
I see.
Though in
Yes.
general, I don't know what the, what would you call the...
Well, that's like the problem with trying to figure out audio stuff in a stream, because like you don't know how it sounds, because if you try to listen to your own stream while it's happening, then it's like like you get confused because like everything is like playing twice on top of itself, right? So it's like you have to ask others, which is cool, but also at the same time it's like hard because like you know, certain people have certain sensitivity to certain sounds, and it's just
I can
like,
get it pretty close if you let me listen to it. I scale it from the highest volume.
yeah,
Because my volume, my mains are very low.
yeah,
Like really low. So everything is always maxed out on my end. That's my normal, because all my
Yeah.
mains are low. So getting it calibrated is quite easy for my end.
right,
So I can, you know, so it's a pretty delicate balancing it, because you kind of need it, you know, to be, you know, accessible from all volume, essentially.
yeah,
So the person viewing it has more control over the level, so even at 20% they can still hear you. Like, that's why that was kind of my ideal situation, because when I was, you know, watching you on my secondary monitor, I could just turn you down a little bit and watch something else as well.
yeah.
But also, you know, just other stuff too.
I also think the music will be more, you know, nice for people just, you know, channel surfing, as you would say.
Suppose. I'm more of a traditionalist, like whatever's on screen is the main, takes up the majority of the audio space, or with the commentary.
I do
whatever.
have an actual topic today.
Yes, do go on.
Well, two technically, but there's one I actually do want to talk about, which is conflict in stories. How'd that work? So, like, a good friend of mine showed me a pretty good diagram today for types of conflict in stories. Because I was asking them for, like, my webcomic and just writing in a general sense. But basically, they took writing classes, so of course I, like, asked them, right?
Oh,
and
yeah. Fans.
So, like, they showed me, like, a cool little diagram. I'll just send it to you too, in case you want to peek at it. But basically,
Oh, you can just give me the gist.
so,
It's all right.
so it's a grid. It's a 9-panel grid, and at the very top it says conflict in literature, and in the first column it says classical, like time, like where in time it takes place, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And the ones listed are classical, modern, and the cursed word that I still don't understand, postmodern.
Postmodern. It's after modern.
So under classical, it says, so classical conflict in literature is man versus nature, man versus man, or man versus God.
Yeah.
In modern, it says man versus society, man versus self, and man versus no God. Postmodern is man versus technology, man versus reality, and man versus author.
I'm gonna say, when you said postmodern, I mean, that's a whole topic unto itself, really. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
man versus reality is literally just, that's Y2K.
Yeah. No, it's funny because... Yeah, let me see if I could, like, put the thing on the stream, just, like, as a little box. Because...
That's really funny, actually. Man versus reality, that's just Y2K.
No, it's funny because when he showed it to me, when they showed it to me, I was thinking about Y2K, right? Like, oh, it kind of makes sense now. Like, I get it. Like, man versus, like, what would it be? Like, man versus reality or technology? I don't know.
Technology, yeah. Also, that's a very good postmodern thing. Because keep in mind, like, postmodernism, I don't mean to generalize, but postmodernism as a thing is just, you can think of it as a generalized reaction to the horrors of World War II.
Right.
You know, just think of the stuff people lived through at that time. Industrialized mass slaughter wrought by human hands.
Right.
You know, the political philosophy that is just basically, evil bad, like deliberately constructed to be very evil bad. Like it's
Right.
away from the aspirational enlightenment period. Oh, that's cool. You actually put it on screen.
Yeah, I don't know where to
like,
put it though. Okay.
Just make it big for the moment. We can talk about it and stuff.
Yeah, I just don't want it to like block the game. I guess I'll go put it up
over
here.
your face. Yeah, put it in somewhere.
Is it readable?
No, you just just leave it in one spot. It's fine. Make it a little bigger.
Yeah, a little bigger.
Yeah, it's your head.
Okay, there we go. This is what we're talking about today.
Good. And like postmodern themes are really fascinating because it's pretty much just a lot of postmodern anything. It's just a reaction to World War II, the horrors therein, both politically speaking and technologically, and
yeah.
Modernism, in essence, as well, is basically just like science and technology solves everything. Postmodernism is basically, well, it didn't. It actually made things worse in a lot of ways.
Yeah, think of any story where like, oh, our brand new AI is so cool, but then like the AI gets like sentience or whatever, and it's like, oops, destroy all humans.
Yeah, man, there's technology like Terminator 2 more, I think. But maybe technology also good? Question mark.
It depends.
There's nuances. Yeah, nuances.
Nuance is also something I wanted to talk about because I think like nuance.
Well, go back to what you were talking originally. Like, what your thing about your story in relation to this? Like, what were you asking them about?
Because like I was just asking them like, how do they come up with conflict in their story, right?
Oh, okay.
And they explained it, but they also showed me this, which I think was a really good way of like, quickly understanding like what kinds of conflict people put in their story, right?
Yeah.
And I also figured out that I tend to prefer the one in the very middle, the man versus self, right?
Oh, yeah.
Man versus man is cool too, but that's just like the old classic, right? That's just like, I wanted to, and basically what they were explaining too is that like character wants to do thing. Something prevents character from doing thing. And each one of these things are possible. And it's that simple, right? Because like I think my issue is the fact that I overthink it, right? Like of course like the thing being like, oh yeah, I want to make something interesting, but it's like I think that's also the how I get stun locked, so to say, right? Because it's like what is interesting should be the thing that is interesting to you, right? And for me, I feel like man versus self is the most interesting to me, right? Like I like why so? Because I don't think it's something people talk about that much in stories, right? Like I think funnily enough, I think every single other example is one that is more obvious, right? Because there is something tangible to point to, right? Man versus society, nature, man, God. I mean, I guess you could say that God isn't tangible, but if your belief is deep enough, then you kind of see them as tangible. Like it's something to point a finger at, essentially, right? And you could also technically say that for the lack of a God, right? The pointing the finger at something that doesn't necessarily exist, right? Like you are there's conflict because you do not have, not because you don't have faith, but it's just like I think in that case is more so like the divine is not the conflict of the divine not intervening when it should, right? I guess. And
well, a lot of the attention around gods in general is more just like, at least in my opinion, is it just found a burly body weaver.
Oh nice.
Oh my god, that'll be useful in the future. Makes reading them a lot easier. Like I always think about like, the perception of God. It's like, well, I believe in God. It's just kind of catalyst, organizational force, and understanding of things.
Yeah.
Those things might be.
But also, like, even man versus author. The author is an entity that you can point at, right? That's something that you can, like, visualize, right? The author is the person writing. And yeah, I do think all of those going on the bottom row there makes sense, because technically the author is the god of the world in the fiction, right? That they are the god under the god, if you believe in it, of the world that author exists in, right?
Yeah.
Like, and
well, that actually is a good. It kind of reminds me, because like that's the kind of like, you know, what do you call it? Written themes I've kind of written into both Undertale and Deltarune in regards to, like, you know, I don't want to say the meta narrative of the game, but like in a lot of ways, a lot of the more outsized figures are essentially ultimately the author in some capacity.
Yeah.
You know? In fact, that's actually something that's really funny about Y2K, as I was mentioning, is that it's not versus the author per se, but like the author themselves is actually, like, technically a character in the game. Like, it's not much of a spoiler per se, because the game's weird, you know, just the game's weird like that. But like, they're not really like a literal presence, but a very, like, you know, meta presence.
Yeah.
Which is really funny.
They're asking, what does man versus no god mean? Oh, well.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
I personally think it means the realization that, like, so like, no, that is one that is kind of like, it feels like it's up to interpretation. Like, I kind of get what it means, but it's like kind of hard to explain, right? It's more so
the
like,
popular conception is like, at least in cursory Google search, it's basically a world without divine order.
Yeah.
So that basically means a world that is just abstract and cool. You know, there's no higher purpose to anything.
Yeah.
Things are just things, and then they perish. The end.
Yeah. And it's like,
that's just the popular concept. I'm sure it can be interpreted in different ways. But,
yeah.
That's just the general conception of what it would mean or purpose.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
It's like, at least in comparison to, like, that would be a pretty radical way of thinking in regards to, like, you know, if you have faith, you know, like, you believe in higher order of things, higher structures, I guess.
Right.
Or divine, the idea of the divine things that are forever, you know, like infinite, the infinitude of forever. Kind of Cleveland work slave, interesting. And the infinitude of foreverness, just infinity, you know, like, and it's all conceived, right? That would be very pleasing in a world otherwise, you know, that, yeah, it does seem arbitrary and distressing in that way, you know. Like, imagine, like, you know, you're a very mentally ill, distraught person. I mean, like, religion, faith can give you comfort that, you know, no matter what happens, you'll just be okay.
Yeah.
Because reason, right? Then you don't have to think about it anymore, right? Existentialisms don't exist under that kind of thinking reasons. Well, maybe that's not necessarily true, because it also depends on your perspective, because, like, wow, that's a whole other topic, really. Because, like, existentialism is literally just a mode of thinking, and it's...
I guess you could say that man versus no god is like existentialism, in a way. Like,
oh yeah, just despair, in a sense.
Yeah.
It's like existentialisms that are fixated on despair.
Yeah.
In a sense. Yeah.
But yeah, I like man versus self, though, because it feels like something that, yeah, I don't think much literature, like, takes that route, right? Like,
I think, well, I mean, it's fair, like, examples, obviously. I think I can't really think of anything that comes to mind, but like it does kind of almost sound like that's like the real struggle of certain characters in a broad sense, not just like conflicts. I mean, I guess these are just kind of generalized examples anyway.
Well, like when it comes to conflict, I more mean like anything that.
Yeah. Like, well, I think
the...
like Star Wars is traditional, and Luke Skywalker is very much themselves. Like their main conflict is with themselves. Like,
yeah,
you know, like what's their reason to not turn to the dark side? You know, it's just like because he's just, you know, and what he sacrificed to do that. You know,
right.
It's almost his very life. You know. We got the case with Anakin where it's like he loses that fight against himself.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah,
it can go both ways, you know. What does it look like when you lose and what does it look like when you win, you know?
Yeah.
Curse you, George Lucas, and your dedication to broad story archetypes. Makes it so easy.
I do like stuff like that though, because I think, I think because like it goes into stuff like mental health, I think too, right? Like,
yeah, it's pretty much like Y2K. I guess that's one of the major things in Y2K. Is pretty much it is just himself versus himself in a sense.
Yeah,
but like in a very enormous, outsized sense.
Yeah.
Really complicated, because people are complicated, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes innumerably complicated.
I just feel like when it comes to like thinking about conflict in stories, it's like one of those things where like
Cloud Strife on Fantasy 7, very much he's his own worst enemy in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
But like I think that's actually why I really love Final Fantasy 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Big Small J this kind of reminds me of a story idea I had on my back burner. TF2 back burner mention.
But no, every story needs conflict. Like I don't like even like the.
I think that's why I like adore Final Fantasy 7 as a story, is because the way it weighs and measures conflict. It's a very conflict-oriented game. Like it's no narrative rather, but also game. Like the physics literally is conflict-oriented, but like with the story, like the way it like weighs it and like doles it out in terms of like conflicts, you know, the conflicts because there's competing interests, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like various scales of like interest, and it's just a kind of different take on the typical Final Fantasy formula of the time, where basically, you know, you have the evil empire, but then the game asks, well, what is an evil empire to divinity? You know,
right?
Right. You know, then it asks, well, what's a whole planet to an extant alien force? You know, it's like it asks some really interesting questions, right? I guess that's the same thing as Divinity in a sense, but it's more sci-fi version of Divinity, just extant alien force, you know.
You know, Sephiroth is trying to become that god.
Yeah,
essentially.
It's really interesting. In the original Japanese, it comes across more clearly, but he speaks like a megalomaniacal religious person, like a messiah. He just straight up speaks like that.
Yeah.
Whereas in the English one, he's just kind of spooky. He's just scary. He's a scary man. Why is he saying things? Never watched. Scary. Oh no. Trying to think of it's like even like think of why are you interested in conflict anyway? I mean, if it's just for your own stories, but think about how you can I think since you like a lot of JoJo, think about how they do conflict in that. You know, it's almost like, and they set it up as like inevitable, right?
Yeah, it in general, it feels like
even among people. Well, I think that's why it's interesting. JoJo's is that you have conflict among characters who seem like, under different circumstances, they'd probably be pretty cool, right?
yeah,
But like in this specific scenario, everyone's at each other's throats, right? It's like very I don't want to say Fortnite, but, you know, battle royale style, you know, like competing interests and the conflicts there.
yeah, and like that can be interpreted as very much like man versus man, right?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it is like person
Very
versus,
directly.
yeah, and it's funny because like I like to think about different kinds of media that I like, right? Like what kinds of conflicts on that grid occur in those things, right? Like,
yeah.
but when you really think about it, a lot of it is definitely man versus man, right? There is a thing that the main character wants to do, but the other character is like, no, I don't want you to do that thing, or I want to get to that thing first, right?
Yeah.
And
this is not allowed.
Right. Wait, they said basically it was about isolation, as the character rarely ever got the opportunity to interact with people one way or another. I shelved it because it was hard to add engaging elements without breaking the theme. See, I totally get that, but at the same time, I think you have to ask yourself what do you feel is engaging, right? Because that's like the stun lock part, right? Like the stun lock, at least for me, when it comes to like my own webcomic, because I've been a really bad stun lock with it lately, is what is interesting or engaging, right? And I think that question is a trap, right? Because what is engaging is what you find engaging, right? Like you gotta really dig into your brain and be like, what do I find interesting? And then you kind of just gotta do it, right? Like, I do also get like not breaking the theme, but I think I think you'll be able to like keep yourself on that theme naturally, right? Especially if you are like really into the thing that you're doing, right? Like, wow, what in the world? Wait a minute. Oh, jeez.
Greed, my is greed.
Anyway, no, I think that is like a pretty, like that's like that feels like another topic where it's just like the word interesting, right? Like we're engaging, right?
Well,
like we're,
I mean, a lot of fiction, and it's one of my favorite things from like, yeah, it's Family Guy reference, but like you got to make a thing that insists upon itself.
yeah,
right. Like you kind of you as a writer have to make. It doesn't matter what it is. You can make anything interesting. You just, as a writer, have to make it interesting.
You have to be sincerely into what you're doing. People can see that, right? People can feel that sincerity, right?
And sometimes you have to like power through it. Obviously, you know. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to like, you know, commit to an idea and just stick with it on principle. You know, like sometimes, you know, like think of that frog movie we watched.
Oh God.
You know.
No, like that movie was one of the examples of a movie that's
well, think of how contrived, and that's because it's literally based off just little stories you tell as a kid. You know, like of course it's contrived. Of course it makes no sense. Of course it has no like. Yeah, because it's just random nonsense he was just yapping to his child. You know,
but like at the same time, it's like, was it a good movie? Not really. But like, but the guy who made it is interesting because
he's very interesting though. Like it's like that's what I mean. You gotta insist upon it. You know what I mean? Even if it is like weird or because there are some glimmers of something. Like you definitely see the guy's affinity for large women in it. Like that's kind of endearing, you know. But
wait, one of the parts I was thinking about was the characters purposely creating conflicts out of boredom and lack of greater goals. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, then that's cool, right? Like
I mean, that's basically the plot of Death Note, if I recall. That's literally just Death Note. And like because he's a bored bully, basically.
And the thing is that like, there's not even anything wrong with that, right? Like it's funny because it's just like if someone's done it before, then that means it worked. Right?
Yeah.
Like it works for one reason or another, and it's cool to do that too because like you know stories have been told the same way across time.
Yeah, like the original Breath of Fire on the Super Nintendo. It's like one of the most cut and dry kind of stories, but the way it's told is just so endearing that it's hard not to adore. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's. I mean, stuff happens and it has like these little like. Almost anime-like arcs of story arcs, but they're just very simple stories. Like, this bad guy doing a bad thing. Let's go stop them. Oh no, we tried to stop them, but it didn't work. This calls for the hero, and then the hero fixes everything. You know, it's adorable, but it works. You know. And then they let it have like more somber moments, or these moments of like weirdly clever moments. You know, like of just, you know, it's just. Sometimes, you know, simple templates can yield a lot. There's a lot of space, is what I mean. Like, if you start with simple templates, you can, like, get pretty creative.
Yeah.
Like, hero guy with sword. Yeah, anything can happen. Do anything with that.
Hero guy with sword. What does the hero guy with sword do? What is...
Why is he hero with sword? You know,
yeah,
like you answer so many interesting questions.
Like, you like... Why does he have the sword? Is the sword special? Does he need the sword to do something? Like, and if he does need the sword to do something, what makes doing that thing difficult? And that's where the conflict comes in, right?
There you go.
The conflict is interesting on its own, right?
Now you're
and I think that is a trap that someone can fall into. It's not about coming up with an interesting conflict. It's about coming up with conflict at all.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's what you think is interesting itself can be interesting. Like, it doesn't have to be like conceptually interesting. It can just be something you care about, you know?
Yeah.
Or think is interesting. Like, I mean, yeah, everything's subject to taste, but I don't think there's no like truly, you know, what would you call that? You know? Oh man, ultra spheres, legendary spheres.
Well, it's just like I think thinking too hard about like what people will think is. I mean,
hey, you know, yeah, but never consider that. Like, like I know so many like I don't want to say cringe authors, but like yeah, no, they don't give it a second thought. You know,
it's why when I was playing Mega Man 04, I was like this stuff doesn't make sense to me, but it's just like I'm trying to reserve judgment. Like, what if it's
sometimes that's like no, there is some like you know simple like. There's a lot of philosophy and a lot of good writing. Like probably my favorite example, you know, like Cowboy Bebop. Spike Spiegel is only cool because he's allowed to be lame.
Yeah,
like that's it. Like that's why he's cool. It's because he's allowed to be goofy. He's allowed to be an idiot sometimes. You know, like and sometimes he's allowed to be like a brute. You know, like he's allowed to be an idiot.
And it
calls him cool.
And it really calls into question like what is cool, right?
Yeah.
What is cool? Is it like the butthead definition of cool, or is it like is cool just being yourself? Right?
Yeah. It's like he's very authentic because he's very much his own person, right?
Yeah.
So it comes off as like you know he has his own interests, his own goals, but. He's still chill, you know? He's just a guy.
and like another reason why coming up with conflict itself, just by itself without worrying about the other stuff, is good, is because people can sense the sincerity, They can see it.
Yeah.
Our bodies are like hardwired to detect sincerity, right?
Yeah.
Like it's something like yeah.
Like
That's
the design of I think that's why I like the design of the pals in this, because I actually fervently dislike the design of most creatures in monster collector games. And I don't know what it is about Palworld. It's not even like on principle thing. I just literally think pretty much all the creatures in this game are just better designed than like 99% of any creature collector game. That's trying to be like Pokemon or something. Outside of that volleyball game, that game actually knew what it was doing. Like that actually had some good ideas. But like Palworld, like it's the first time I've seen one of these kinds of games where it's just like, oh, these designs actually there's some love and consideration in their designs.
Yeah.
Like they like almost as if what if they were characters or whatever.
Right. And like, oh, the ad's gonna start in like a minute.
And some of them are just derivative, and that's fine. I think that's why I like them, because a lot of them are just kind of derivative.
Also, not being afraid to be derivative is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I think people do have the rightful fear of being like, oh, it's just like this thing, blah blah blah, right? But it's just like, I
would be audacious. Like people say, oh, they're copying Pokemon. I would say Palworld's more original than Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, just I don't. Maybe not literally, but spiritually, it feels like it is.
Like it's obvious that there is like the people who designed these pals have their own like. I'm not gonna say that it's like impossible to truly copy someone, right? But like if you are a normal person, you will naturally put your own spin on things, right? It'll just kind of happen, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I ran out of pals.
Wait, you ran out of what?
I ran out of room in the. Oh, I need to make a big pal box. What's it called again?
The reinforced. The closet.
For pals.
The closet, right? Oh, the pal. Oh.
I need pal storage. What's that called again?
Oh, the global pal box.
No,
or the guild.
One that
the guild
stores pals. The one that stores pals. The one that stores it locally. The one where you can just put all your pals.
No, isn't that called like the guild, like the universal, the guild pal box or something?
Let me look it up. Pal box.
Or like something pal storage.
Pal storage.
Yeah, the big hologram one, right? Like,
yeah, dimensional
pal
storage.
storage. Yeah.
Did I already unlock that? I guess I did. Yeah, I did
just
unlock it.
Oh, where do you want it to be put?
Yeah, I'll make it myself. I think I already have it. No, that's I'm running out of room. What the? Oh, I can only put it. I guess I'll just put it in the corner. They have hammers. Look out!
Private locked. Oh, I see. The person who builds it is the Oh, there we go.
I made it. I'm gonna start by. Oh god, how do I know what to put in here? I'm just gonna start putting all my cleavers in here just for now, so I know where to look for.
Oh yeah, this is how we like properly give our pals to each other. I guess.
Yeah, this is how we. If you want my pals, I put them in here. I'm just gonna put all my dragons in here. Why not? Just go away, dragons.
A lot of my cleavers are out on work, so I'm gonna just put that one in there.
Yeah. The Cleavern Collection by Mattel.
Mattel Electronics presents Cleavern Collection.
One of these is like the other.
It won't be easy.
Yeah, since I'm breeding them now, it's going to be a bit of a doozy. so lucky they make large eggs.
Make sure to grab this food when it's done.
Where do you
Or
want me to put it?
wait, they're not. Are they not? Oh, they're not transporting it. Oh my god!
Stuck.
You can make 1,000 salads right now. Hold on.
What do you want me to make?
Anything. I don't know. Like
You need food. Wait, I can make pizzas.
you can make anything you want. It's just the problem is that like, welcome back from Oddworld. No
Oh.
relation to Oddworld.
Palworld. Abe's Odyssey.
No, it could like.
Why'd they have to name it like that? It's so verbose. I'm just gonna make a bunch of pizzas for the miners.
Okay. But like, no.
They deserve it. They deserve a pizza. What were we talking about? Oh,
conflict,
talking about-
conflict in stores.
Yeah, but like, what went to the ad? There was something about oh, that's why it takes a long time to cook pizza.
I
Wow,
see.
even at 5, but yeah, that's gonna be a while. I'll cook it anyway, just cause. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind. It takes a while to make pizza. Everything's a blur because I'm very under-caffeinated at the moment. I usually have the soda when I get back, but I'll have to stick to tea for now. Yeah, what were we talking about? God. Yeah, the conflict. But like, why? I guess like, you said you like conflict versus the self is most interesting. Like, I don't know, you know, what I find interesting in terms of conflict, because I think to me what's more interesting is the, like, I think I was always attached to like, you know, stuff like Undertale Deltarune, because the writer, Toby Fox, or whoever wrote it, I guess they did actually know anything about it, they're good at subverting expectations, you know?
Yeah.
And like, so conventional conflicts are very, you know, what do you call it? They layered differently, right?
Yeah.
Ah, I just found a Serenity cool. Okay, that's cool. I already had one, but you know, layered conflict. Oh, you know, a great example of a film that has like, you know, I think I still love it because it's a great film. But like, you know, when we watched Holes.
Yes.
Like, think about how that film sets up conflict, right? Like, and how the characters are like, why they, and how it like frames it like to the scale of like generational trauma, right? I love that. Like, that's beautiful in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, I love, and like how history repeats, right? But also like the symbology of the place where they're digging the holes, right? And just like what it means in context to the history they're describing, and the, you know, that the weight of that sin, right?
Yeah.
You know, and how it recontextualizes it in the, you know, in those moments in the film, right?
Yeah.
And I love that so much. I think Holes is like, I mean, the film is probably only as good as it is because the writer had very direct input on the film, but that's also a really good film. But God, I love it so much because it's storytelling exactly like, you know, the layers. You know, there's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
The intrigue, the layers, you know.
And I think,
I love that style of storytelling so much.
and if you really think about it, like a big story is like a bunch of conflicts layered together in some way.
No, that's the writing of games like Final Fantasy Tactics, Ogre Battle 64. Ogre Battle 64 is literally just layers and layers of conflict, and the one unifying perspective is your main character, Magnus Gallant, who is just kind of just relatively, you know, I don't want to say he's a leader of a battalion, but like he's just kind of a guy, right? He's just like, I'm doing my job. I'm just doing my job.
Mm-hmm.
And then he, like, you know, over the course of the entire war, it's just like, you know, it's basically him just learning that, like, you know, maybe there is more important things than just doing your job, you know.
Yeah.
Just being the best at war, you know. Like maybe there is more to it than just being, and it depends on how you know. Oh yeah, the Holes book is really good too. But anyway, I think Ogre Battle 64 is definitely one of those stories that are just also just really layered conflicts, you know, especially in regards to like, you know, there are obvious good guys and bad guys, but like the motivation of the villains and the layers they're in and the intrigue is really interesting. You know, just like how they set that up, and then how the main character kind of knocks it all down. Right? It's just like it's not inevitable, right? There's a lot of layered intrigue, and it's only through hard grit and determination that you actually do manage to succeed in any case.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, that's basically Magnus's job, is he kind of is just cleaning up after the ill doings of corrupt nobles. You know, that's like, he's just kind of cleaning up after them. It's fascinating. But he also has his own personal dramas with his childhood friend, who happens to be the prince, right? And all that. And they write that so well into the story as well, you know, like, because, you know, the prince is part of the bad guys, incidentally. Not because they want to be, but that's just because of who they are, and how they write that into the story is really cool. You know, and there's different ways it can play out. You know, like one of the coolest ways, obviously, is you get, you know, I believe, you know, essentially a showdown with them, and it's like, like. And it's just like, what do you call it? I don't want to say the foreshadowing, but like, you know, how it's written is,
right.
It's good. It's interesting.
I think it's funny because, like, I'm just like sitting here like thinking about like, like I do think I like when there is a tinge of modern conflict in something. Right.
Well, yeah, that's something about modern settings that's kind of fascinating, is that in a lot of ways it feels like it's harder to write for modern settings.
Yeah.
Because, like, how do you write conflict in a modern setting? Because the way you measure conflict and deal with it is more practical, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you...
Because if you really think about it, like...
It's like the whole thing with the cell phone, just the guy just called the phone, right?
Yeah. And it's just... and it's just
so
like,
many problems.
And it's just like, my problem was technically man versus self, right? Because the phone call was the goal, but what was preventing me from that goal? Me, myself.
Your own anxiety. Yeah, your own anxieties around using a phone.
Yeah, and it's like
man versus technology.
Man versus technology.
Yeah.
No, what's funny, because like you could put it that way, that it is the phone, but that would be more like the phone preventing you from doing something as an entity, right? Like something technology sucks or whatever. But like
the word modern has been thrown at me so much I forgot its meaning. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because it's a bit confusing, because modernisms is basically just like it's more literal. Like, it's way more literal perception of reality, right? Where just progress is infinite, technology solves everything. That's modernism, essentially.
Yeah.
Just the idea that that there is like a certain progression of time, and things just happen, and then things get better, right? Like, that's just... And that perception of reality is valid, like, in a sense, especially during like the Enlightenment era. You know, like, that makes a lot of sense why it would be a pretty valid outlook. Because you're talking about a time period when people would die of disease, but then you had people who could just cure those diseases. Like, that was like magic, you know. It would make anyone look at the world and be like, wow, you could just do that. You know, you can just fix these problems. You know, whereas now in the postmodern, we're dealing with a society where people disbelieve those diseases even exist, and then they die of them stubbornly. That's postmodernism, right? That's pretty bizarre,
Wait,
right?
would that be man versus reality?
Yeah, very much, exactly. That's man versus reality in essence. It's just stubbornly dying of a disease that was cured years ago. It's like, wow.
but like, yeah, if you really think about it, like, I do like modern conflict, right? Modern conflict is like, because yeah, the classic stuff, man versus nature, man versus man. Man versus man is the one. Like, that one is like in everything, right? Where it's just like, you know, guy versus guy, Cloud versus Sephiroth, right? Like, Sephiroth is the guy that is preventing Cloud and his buddies from saving the planet.
Yeah. How gotta stop.
Yeah.
He's in our goal. He's in our way of our goal.
Like, what would Shinra be then? Shinra, I guess.
They're like, well, Shinra's more just like the dark mirror of the reality they live in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The horrible truth of their existence is that maybe they are parasites. Maybe Sephiroth was right. Yeah, that's what Shinra is.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe humanity are parasites. Maybe they are, question mark.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Shinra insists, right? It's a different outlook. You know, a different perception of reality.
Yeah. And like,
so to make, I think that's actually in general kind of confusing about like what is considered like a true postmodern work. Is that like that can get pretty complicated because all works share similar ideas and themes. But I think Y2K IV or Y2K is definitely a postmodern work in the truest sense. Like, it's in the name of the game. They were serious about it. They weren't kidding. That wasn't like an advertising tech. Like, when they call it a postmodern RPG, they weren't kidding. Like, they were like very literal about that.
yeah, I mostly see it as man versus reality, right?
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, like what is real, what isn't, what is like yeah, that's it. Basically, what is real and what isn't, right?
Yeah.
Like that entire
man versus reality is basically just the main crux of Y2K's tension, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, lucky man.
And you know what Shin Megami Tensei is? You could say that it is man versus reality. Not man versus reality, man versus society in a way. But also,
isn't it like a lot of things, really?
It's a lot of things. But
man
like,
versus the entire weight of the karmic cycle, like Jesus. You know,
but it's also, you could also say that it's like man versus God, maybe.
Yeah, no, I think that's like, or gods, you know, like.
Yeah.
At least some. It depends on the one you're talking about, though, I guess. Like, Shin Megami Tensei. Well, the third one, right? That's the one. Yeah, the third one, like, that's very much man versus God. Very, like, almost literal sense, right?
I think Strange Journey, though, is like very, very like modern conflict, right? Because it's like with a bit of postmodern, I guess, because yeah, it would be like man versus reality, because the conflict just kind of happens, right? It's like it just kind of happens, and like none of the godly figures are actually doing anything about it, right? Like, it's just kind of like
that's very Shin Megami. Like, just things happen, deities are real, but they don't do squat.
Yeah.
Like, you have to like earn your key, essentially. Everything's hell, basically.
You have to prove your faith before they help you.
Yeah, and it's very literal too. It's not, you know, the faith is like it's very. It kind of reminds me of Planescape Torment. Right? It's just like faith is real. Like, it's a very real thing. It's tangible. You can measure it. And you don't measure up, well, you're doomed. Or whatever.
Yeah, they just drop you. They just act like, and then it's like, yeah, you're just man against the world. It's just like that. That's it, right? Ouch.
I think let's say Shin Megami Tensei 3 is really cool, is because it's one of the few that like lets you like have that kind of absurd power fantasy of like, well, what if you just upended the universe's own rules? Like, what if you just said, you know, no to everything. Like, it's like that one episode of Adventure Time where he's just like, I'm doing it my way, but like takes it to the most logical conclusion, and he really does it his own way.
Yeah.
Like, he just destroys everything that could have opposed him, and then he just, you know, everything that could
I think what's interesting though is that despite Shin Megami Tensei's roots, it hasn't been about man versus technology for a very long time. Because like,
I think what's interesting is the way, you know, Shin Megami Tensei, how it just kind of, like, technology and spirituality being one and the same in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, monsters are digital. Like, that's how they're stored, right? Like, everything is, you know, like, it's there's no difference, really. It's like the same difference in a sense.
Well, like, Nakajima basically created a thing where he made a program that could basically contact demons, right? And act as a portal to the real world, right? And that pretty much is just like, you know,
I think that's like a really interesting connection that series just makes tacitly, is that technology in a sense is a way of worshiping something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever that something may be, you know, like, and that's something, you know, I think is interesting. Like, again, I mentioned Y2K, but it also has themes around that, right? Like the duality between spirituality and technology. Whereas in Shin Megami Tensei, there is no duality. Technology can be just as much as an altar as a real altar can be, right? Just as much as a summoning circle as a real summoning circle can be, right?
Yeah.
Like, it can work the same way in a sense, which is really fascinating perspective, to be honest.
Yeah.
Whereas Y2K is basically they characterize the spiritual and digital as not necessarily mutually exclusive, but certainly they, you know, should be in harmony, ideally. And the game kind of posits that when they aren't, or when they're treated as mutually exclusive, things might get a bit weird.
Oh, they say that they never were a fan of terms like postmodern because it comes off as pretentious to them.
Well, I think a lot of, like, anything weighty and loaded terms in general are, you know, pretense is more about, you know, like, it's hard for me to actually define what true pretension is, because I see that all the time, actually. Like, and I hate to, like, characterize people who use the word pretentious as anti-intellectual so much as, like, I think pretense is genuine pretentiousness is actually quite rare, honestly. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it, because, like, you could call anything aspirational as pretentious, you know what I mean? Like, anything high-minded, anything that reaches as pretentious, you can characterize it as pretentious if you really wanted to. But, like, what does that mean? You know, that's more of a, to me, that reads more as like a way of saying, like, I don't understand. You know?
Yeah, like,
and I don't mean to, like, and I understand why people might call something pretentious. Like ages ago, I got kind of little PO'd someone called Dear Esther pretentious, and to be honest, it is. But, like, that's just from the thought that was put into it, right? It's laden with pretense, you know. Like, the Dear Esther is all pretense. You know, you kind of have to, like, buy in to the idea that the people who made it knew what they were doing, and they're telling a story, and then you listen to that story, and, you know, you're like, oh, I see, right?
pretentious meaning, they say that pretentious.
Well, I think pretends to be something. Yeah, it just means pretends to be something it's not. And I see what you mean. Yeah, no, that's what I mean, though. Is, like, a lot of people mistake genuine rigor for pretense, which is unfortunate. Like, that's a very common occurrence, though. Like, that's not unusual.
I do think in general, though, that, like, the idea of insincerity it's at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
heart
yeah.
of that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
people betray intellectualisms as insincerity, which is unfortunate because it's usually the opposite. Usually they only put that much rigor and thought into it because they care about it, like a lot, you know? Like, and that's why I really like when you listen to the commentary for Dear Esther, for example, every choice they made in that experience was very deliberate, you know, right down to like the weird, you know, stuff just out of view that sometimes appear, not because they're trying to make the game seem spooky, but to make it seem like there's something going on, you know, like you know, or whatever, you know, this very deliberate design choice, you know. And Dear Esther isn't pretending to be anything but like it's a story told the way it's being told, and I think they succeed at it. But people call it pretentious in some cases because, well, you know. Even though it's pretty off the cuff. Yeah, that's why it's kind of confusing to me, because I read Dear Esther as more off the cuff, not even like, it's not pretentious to me, you know.
Sarcasm? I mean, I personally wouldn't consider sarcasm.
No, I think, well, I mean, sarcasm is pretty, like, you know, like, I kind of agree that sarcasm is, like, disingenuous. That's why it's, like, out of baseline kind of, you know, annoying, air quotes, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense, because when you're disingenuous, it feels like you're not engaging, you know, like, it feels like you're just above it all or something, right?
Yeah.
And that's, you know, like probably one of the, like, I'm trying to think, I can't even really think of anything that I would ever even consider to be, you know, God, you know, like genuinely pretentious. Like, I can't think of anything.
I can think of one
At least,
what? But it's like, it's more of like, I think the way that it was executed, more so than the actual idea itself. And you've heard me talk about this before, but Super Hot, Mind Control Delete, that entire thing.
Yes. That's such a great example. Yeah, Super Hot Mind Control Delete is pretentious. Like, at least the ending is. Like, that's very pretentious. Like, no, it's super pretentious. Like, it's like, but like, I get what they were trying to do, but it just comes off as like, oh, I made a really cool game, but I'm trying to show you that it's bad to like my cool game by not making you play and showing how much you crave it, because you're just like a little monster who's craving video game juice or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like come on, like, that's, you just you made a good game, get over yourself. You know, like, that's just how it works. Like, come on.
Like I think the execution was really bad too. Like the fact that yeah, well, to continue playing the game after the ending, you literally have to leave your computer on. You have to leave the game on, essentially, right? You have to leave the game on, so it does its little sequence, and like, and I think the reason why it like came off pretentious too is because, like, yeah, they could have done something different, right? They could have made it so it's like an internal clock when the game's off, right? That's like a thing that you can do, right? Like, just have the person turn off the game for like a couple hours, right? Just have them do that, and then let them get back into the game, right? Like some people were making points about like the fact that like it also sucked for people who don't have very good systems, right? People who literally can't leave their computer on for so long, right? It's like I don't know if you know what I mean.
Well,
oh,
I mean,
come back
all
here.
Kinds of.
Come back.
Wait, what?
I've got burn elixirs for you.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna go swimming because I want to just have a swimmer. Hey, why did you not get into Undertale Big Small Dreams? Is it because it seemed too disingenuous? Is that what you meant? Oh my god. I'm sorry, but the dragon also has a swimming animation.
The sarcasm. I mean,
I don't know, like, I never really, well, I get what you mean by the sarcasm, but I felt it was more just a droll wit or whatever, you know? whatever you call that. But
I'm trying to think of like a moment where there was like sarcasm, to be honest.
it's more sardonic, you know. I don't characterize it as sarcastic. Like a lot of Undertale is just sardonic, you know, asynchronous, sardonic, something. Tongue in cheek, maybe? I don't know. You know, Sans carries a lot of that, you know, like he's all just on the nose, you know. He's the funny guy, so he's funny, right? He does funny things. I've been using the glutton cleaver this whole time. Oh my god. Why? Why do I do this to myself? I did it out of love. I was like, he's fat, so I'm riding him. He's fat. He's fat.
They said also at the time I didn't have any expectations to be subverted.
Oh. Suppose. So that's the humor, and a lot of the humor in Undertale is literally just like, oh, a thing that you think would happen, well, what if the rock actually was kind of, you know, spicy with you or something? You know what I'm saying? What if the rock did something else? You know, like that's like the number one like humor rhythm in Undertale and Deltarune is like, what if thing but did something else?
I think I also at first had a very difficult time with Undertale because at the time,
yeah, you know the way you described it, right? Like Toby Fox's joke book.
Yeah, Toby Fox's joke book, but also it was like, at the time, I definitely was not in a mental space for it, right? Because it requires, I think the game does require like a certain amount of patience, but like in a very specific way, right? It's like from the fact that technically if you do the pacifist route, it's harder, right? But also the idea of having to take the time to understand the game and what it's doing, right? It's like trying to understand a person, right? Trying to understand and be.
I think like another thing kind of people forget is that at least in regard to Undertale specifically, it was very much meant to be experienced as is. You know, like there was no, you know, because there was a lot of like things programmed in that game in retrospect is very robust, needlessly so. Like certain events happen certain ways if you do this, that, or that, and all those are accounted for in some way. And that's like, yeah, that's like that level of attention to detail for a game that's all about not doing those things, right? It's so weird.
But also the thing about like, yeah, because like I was thinking about the characters that I disliked fervently, right? But then when I was done with the game, I was like, yeah, they're kind of cool, right? Because I think the game is supposed to be experienced in a way where not that it feels bad, but it feels strange, right? It's kind of like meeting a person that you don't understand, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I call it specifically Toby Fox's joke book is because, yeah, it is his mind put into video game form, right? And yeah, like I was annoyed by it. I could tell you how much I hated a lot of things in that game, right? From certain sound decisions, from certain like ways that certain boss fights worked, especially Toriel's boss fight. But it's like it's like or just like Papyrus as a person. Right, like
Papyrus.
No, I didn't.
Like, I mean, it makes sense because I mean, to me, like I read Papyrus, it's like functionally the author's self-insert, so I'm not surprised.
But also remember, I didn't like Sans either. But the reason I didn't like him is because of the way he was portrayed on the internet, right? Not necessarily
because
the
Tumblr sexy man version of Sans.
Yeah, and like but I think one reason I do really like Undertale is because yeah, it is like a person, like the way you play the game is like trying to understand a person deeply. You have to interact with that person more than once.
Yeah,
to really
to
truly.
Yeah,
But you
that's
also have to
actually a really
take
good way to put it.
Yeah, and you have to take it slow, right? You got to be patient, right? You have to be there with the intent to understand and really want to like engage with the game, right? And the very first time I played Undertale when it came out, I just that just wasn't something I could do, right? Because like
no, that reaction wasn't necessarily uncommon. Like I guess what like for me, like I was actually actively afraid of the game because it was so popular. I was like, oh man, it can't really be that good, can it? Oh my god! But then, yeah, I don't want to say I was bullied into playing it, but it kind of was. And I even spoiled like the main plot stuff, but even then it didn't matter to me.
Yeah,
I still experienced it, and I was still taken away by it. Like, whoa.
No, Undertale's one of those games where it's like even if you like know everything, like it's still something that you have to like experience, right? It's something you have to.
Yeah, the way it plays out, the way you experience it unto itself is the joy in a sense. It's just
and like yeah, I do think that the game did teach me a lot about. That's not to say I was like misanthropic or anything, but like it did teach me how to truly like love people as they are, right? At a time where I was very jaded, right? Like I ended up liking Papyrus in the end. I ended up liking Sans quite a bit, right? Like
I think he's like, even in now, I still like the original incarnation of Sans in the game, not the fandom version. Is still a very compelling character, like to a degree that's kind of like unfortunate because you see everyone try to copy his swag, but they just don't got it. You know, they just
like every time I see a game try to make their own version of like a Sans, it's like it just doesn't work. Right? It doesn't work unless they do their own thing, right? Like because Sans, because what most people do is that what they basically to make a Sans, you basically have to make a weirdly omniscient being who tell joke or is quirky, right? But that's not what makes Sans totally. Right, because like he is a very interesting character. It's not surface level, right? It's like.
No, but I think your experience curve with him is pretty more normal. You know, like you're not supposed to like him.
Yeah.
Right. You're not supposed to like like him.
Yeah.
You know, he's even kind of off-putting. You know, because he's kind of mean. You know?
No, he is.
But then he jokes around, and it's just like then you just kind of learn that he's just kind of like that.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, oh, he's just like it.
And I think the thing that a person has to learn is that like just some people you don't have to like a person, but you know, like tolerating their existence is something that you can do, right? Like tolerating them, like having to.
Well, that's such a normal, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people just kind of struggle with is, you know, just understanding someone enough to tolerate them.
Yeah.
Right. Not to be so quick to judge or whatever, right?
I think we were talking about when am I gonna get squished by a giant spider? As soon as
when it's gonna happen. Yeah, when is that gonna happen?
I don't know.
You can get flattened by a giant dragon tumby sometime.
We'll put that on the docket.
So you'll have to find an alpha spider first. Then you can get smushed.
I think... No, there's a boss one somewhere, but it isn't, like, huge.
Oh, you're right, the alpha ones aren't that much bigger.
Yeah. It's not like the Dazzy, where they're, like, freaking enormous. It's not like that.
Yeah, the Dazzy really scaled up, though, like... Rushi's attacking a tree. Oh no, he's accosting a Rayhound.
That's something I was going to talk about earlier, is that, like, nuance, right?
Yeah,
I really don't like the fact that like nuance seems to come at a premium nowadays with people. Right, at least to me, because I think nuance
I think a lot of people are like very I don't want to say I don't know, like people leveraging themselves to having an open mind to begin with.
Yeah,
you know, like it's not just nuance. I think people just like having an in on something can be difficult, especially if you're already kind of neurotic and kind of anxious, right?
Yeah,
you know, like you read reviews of certain games, even just kind of mediocre indie games, people adore them for whatever reason because it's just like it does what's said on the tin. That's enough for them, you know.
Yeah,
you know, like that happens. That's a real thing. People will just be like, "Oh, it said I could be this and this. Well, I did," and then they're happy. Yeah, you know, it's like, okay.
And like you know, yeah, I can't knock that because I'm like a similar way, right? Like I don't I don't think too hard about like the like if a game is satisfying to play for me, then I'm good. Right? Like I'm.
But like the nuance thing, though, and then like people understanding things. I mean, I just think again, I don't mean to like Y2K is like in my mind constantly, but like Y2K being an example of like, you know, what if people don't engage with the work critically, but like in a way that's just like kind of weird, right? Because people were technically engaging with Y2K critically, but like in the sense of a critic.
Yeah.
Right. They weren't engaging in a critical sense as in like, what's this game about? No one was really asking those questions. They were basically asking like, why is this game so weird? Why is this game like this? Why does he say that? You know, like that. Like they get really like weird and petty about it. Like, they don't even like talk about like the themes or the ideas. Like they like, why did he say it like that rather than why did he say that? Or, you know what I mean? Like the difference of thinking and question. And yeah, of course, once they refine the game, Y2K IV, people actually play it now and are like, oh, things mean things.
Yeah.
Right? It's like this is on purpose. They're trying to say something to me, the person playing the game. You know, it's just like it can get really weird. But that's just kind of the risk you take as an author. Because the game, I think that's another thing people made a mistake about Y2K is that they're expecting something pulpy, but no, it's written like a book. And you kind of engage with it like as if it was a book. Right? Or in a book, if something's written there, it's important. Like everything's important in books. There's nothing that's not important.
Right. And yeah, admittedly, when I first got exposed to the game, I was very much like, well, I was more like, I don't like Alex Eggleston.
Alex Eggleston, yeah. Well, you're not. I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to, but like, but if I didn't draw your intrigue, you were just kind of drew your contempt.
Because I feel like the story it was trying to tell was something that I could not relate to.
Yeah, right? Yeah. No, like that's very that's valid though. Like that's actually fundamentally valid.
Yeah.
You know. And to me, it was the opposite. I really relate to the story.
Yeah, and like it's funny because like as soon as a character that I felt like was more me showed up, I was like immediately invested. I was just
and of course it's the guy who hates him.
Yeah, Michael. But like, no. Like the idea that he kind of just like he's such a cool character.
Oh, he is. Like, I think that's probably he's like the breakout character of that game is Michael in Y2K IV. The IV version specifically.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, no, he's like definitely the breakout character of that game. He's the Sans Tumblr sexy man of that game. But he's not seen as one.
It's also because he has a revolver, and that's a really cool gun.
Yeah, no, he's just cool because he's cool, you know? And everything's a Killer 7 reference, it's so cool. Everything's Killer 7.
Everything is Killer 7 if you think about it. Everything is Travis Touchdown.
Yeah, everything's Travis Touchdown, everything's Killer 7. You know. There's only one story you can tell, so you might as well tell it.
If Killer 7 was so good, then where's Killer 8, huh?
I mean, I think that was actually a joke in the game.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the modes you unlock. This Killer 8.
Wow.
I forget. That might not be true, but that sounds like it's true. I might be misremembering.
I remember when that guy sang a song in the baseball field. That was No More Heroes. I'm lying to you.
No, the first No More Heroes has a lot in common with, you know, you know, Killer 7, the first one specifically.
Also, I have a question.
Yes.
What are we working toward right now?
I'm trying to make a... Wow. Well, I was trying to make a early body Serenity Cleaver, and then I did. So I can make an infinite stamina one.
Oh, cool. No, let me look at the technology, because, like, I feel like I'm very aimless right this second, so... One sec.
Also, I need to be right back.
Okay.
One moment.
You know, I would love to get squished by a giant spider, but unfortunately they're not large enough to do that. I mean, they don't gotta be too large, I suppose. But... Also, I figured out what we're supposed to be doing. I think we're supposed to be going here. To the Syndicate ridge there. Also, I have to... I think we're supposed to be getting Ancient Civilization cores right now.
Yes,
yes. So yeah, we're supposed to be like killing raid bosses and getting so do you see that oil rig way out there?
Yeah.
Those have those as well. So we're supposed to be, well, first off, going over there, but also yeah, yeah, because that's like the only thing that is like that we just like haven't gotten consistently, which is the cores. Yeah, because this Ultra Shield, for example, needs 30 of them, which means that we should be able to get them in bulk somehow.
Oh my god. Also, the Alpha Wyvern is enormous.
Oh wow.
Really. I bred one somehow. And had the right stats for what I need, so now I get to make more of them, maybe.
You know what?
I don't know if they'll inherit the alpha state, but you know.
I'm gonna see if we do really need a swimming pal, don't we?
I'm gonna try and make a fly one.
Well, cause like, how are we supposed to get over there?
Get capture Jormund or whatever his name is.
Well, I have Suzaku. I can fly over there. It's just like I wonder if there's like a way to just use a land pal to do it, right?
I mean it sounds like a challenge video at that point where you make a. What if we made this flying pal into a swimming pal? You know, there you go. Problem
Yeah.
solved.
It feels-
a challenge.
It feels like I have to like.
Yeah, it's a challenge thing. You gotta figure it out. Sink or swim. Fight. It'd be funny if that was like the tagline in Guilty Gear. Sink or
God.
swim. Fight.
Oh yeah, Cyclops is in Tokon, by the way, but it's evil Cyclops.
Wait, Tokon?
Tokon Fighting Souls, that fighting game is coming out. It's actually coming out in like 2 weeks. I forgot about that, but like, yeah, Cyclops is gonna be in it, but it's Phoenix Cyclops, so it's like evil Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops, but evil. Also, I have to like make food, so you're gonna have to give me one moment.
Can you give the audience some fun to work at in the meantime?
I can
Look
like
at
go
the
to.
breeding dragons.
Yeah. Also, real quick, can you like cancel the current expedition?
Oh, cancel it.
Wait, are you there right now?
No, I'll cancel it.
Because I think I accidentally put the Suzaku I was using in there.
Oh, okay. No, I'm stuck. I'll go cancel it.
Okay.
I could launch it again if you'd like.
Not yet. Actually, crud. Never mind. I need to do it.
You're right.
Yeah, I need to do it because like I need to put that Suzaku as an exception, and then
Launch it. Yeah, there's a little 55 Rain Syndicate oil rig over there. I might go take a peek. Once I get my pals all here. On the bar. Now I need to find a runner though. The runner clearing. I've been doing this for the past few days, trying to make a powerful cleaver. Yeah, make a. Yeah, I got Burly Body and Serenity, so getting close. Burly Body's good because it prevents flinching, which is the kind of just the random stagger state that can happen and interrupts attacks that pals do, so it's not good to have flinch.
I see.
Serenity is good because Serenity makes your pals attack faster because it reduces the cooldown between each attack by 30%, plus it adds an extra 10% attack boost just cause, which is really cool.
Okay. There we go. We're looking at the dragons now. Be right back.
Looking at dragons. Yeah. I gotta deliver the pizza. They're not even done yet. Wow, these have been cooking a while too. Oof. Yeah, pizza's definitely more of a long-term thing. Pizza's hard to cook. Ultra smear. Ultra smear. Ultra smear. Hooray! I must destroy every mammoth that stands in my path. Take that, Chillet. Take that, Wushi.
I've returned.
Hello! What's cooking?
Salmon.
Wow, really?
Yeah. There's some in the freezer.
I love fishing. How you cooking it?
The oven. I don't feel. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how to cook fish, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so far out there. Okay, Suzaku, let's see what we can do.
Are you gonna give it a try?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It's
Charlie.
always-
Charlie definitely can't get out there. Nope. What is that? What?
What?
They have defense systems.
Oh, you can't fly to it? You have to get a... Oh god. Oh my god. So you can't fly to it. Oh, you're gonna perish.
Okay. I mean,
I guess you have to swim then.
oh, you know what?
But
I think I might could have made it with Charlie.
good.
No, look.
You're almost there. You're almost there. Okay, so that it is a swimming challenge. Okay. I like how the intuitive sense makes sense, but also it's like, no, you can't fly there. This is an ace swimmer cleaver actually like worked pretty good though.
Oh shoot. Come on, Charlie.
You could probably swim the rest of the way if you needed to.
What happens when they run out? Did it just like drown or?
They just drown. That's a good question.
I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna get off of Charlie.
You don't want Charlie to drown.
Yeah, that seems kind of scary to be honest.
Drowning is scary.
Charlie, no.
Put him back in the ball.
Yeah, Charlie was losing health. Suzaku, no. This is what happens when you, this is what happens when you don't take care of your pals. Honestly, I swim pretty fast. Look at this.
Yeah, the move is a speed buff if you have it for swimming.
Oh yeah, I think I have some of those. Yeah, you know what? I could have made it with Charlie. Never mind. I could have made it.
Doggy paddled over with Charlie.
It's like freaking swimming from Alcatraz or something crazy. Like it's just like
Yeah, gotta do the Jack the Lane special.
Oh, see, look.
Do it while pulling a boat.
Oh, jeez. It'd be funny if you could make a boat.
There's no boats in Palworld, only paddle. It's Flintstone times.
I'm actually kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, what damn it do?
Grenade!
Excited about calling the Flintstone boat. Yeah, but I love talking to you.
I gave Harold a potion. I also got meat shotted by a shotgun.
Ouch. Oh, you gotta go check out the dragons.
Oh no!
Your Bushido's too big. You healing items. Oh, you do have healing items. Okay. Don't ask me, I'm just a girl.
To be honest, I don't even know how I'm gonna escape from here once I'm done.
You can just fly away. Just fly away. Fly away. Fly.
Harold. Oof. Oh god, I don't like those grenade launchers.
Harold. No. Yeah, pizza takes too long to make. Just tried to make 250 of them, but my god, it takes forever. Pizza too long. Can you imagine eating a long pizza?
I love pizza, so I could definitely imagine.
It's been a while since I had a good pizza.
So melee is still hard in this game, but I think the reason why in this case is because level 50 enemies or above are just like freaking crazy.
They just like tear your shield.
Yeah, look, yeah, Harold just almost died. What the heck?
What's his defense? That was a pretty pained guess. Did something happen? Something bad happened.
Okay, I need to figure this out. Like,
you need me. That's what you need.
Do I just need a buttload of health? Is that what's going on? It's
What's your health? Don't you have a lot of health already?
Hold on, let me see my health. Yeah, 3,680.
No, you have way more than me.
But apparently it's not.
So it's just like.
Well, I should be able to take a few hits, but I'm not. That's the problem. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just like, how am I supposed to This isn't even like a frustrated thing. It's more so like I'm more figuring out like what exactly I have to do to be able to withstand, like, because even if I did have the gun, which I was using, it wasn't working because I was getting hit, and every time I got hit, it was like it was like instantly breaking my shield, but also like chunking most of my health, right? Like, it's not about the damage, it's more about like I can't take a hit, essentially. Also here. Have a work speed elixir.
Oh, thank you. I love this. Oh yeah, I need to get work speed 2000. Maybe we need to take the oil rig and push it somewhere else.
But we need the oil rig.
That oil is rigged. True facts. Oil is rigged. Gotta get more clearance. Wait, I want to check something actually. Need to go to the secret nightmare dungeon that no one knows about. And you left the door open.
I bet.
You're supposed to keep the door closed. Don't let the door hit you on the door Huh, you can just spend money to get work soon. Okay. Not impatient, it's also a... Serious and work slave work good together. That's cool. Huh, it only costs 10,000 to use the low tier ones? Wow. That's not a bad deal. You can just chop up your pals and make them stronger. Dang.
Don't do that. You must love your pals.
Yeah, love them very much. I love them when they work. Hey, how much money do I have? Okay, I don't have any money because the money's gone. There it is.
So yeah, looking it up, it seems that like yeah, the level 50 to 55 area is a pretty big jump in difficulty. Like I'm not the only one who has noticed that. And yeah, the strat basically is to like gear obviously, but also like getting better gear through blueprints and stuff like that. Yeah, basically you gotta break your character. That's what you gotta do. Like you gotta break the game over its knee, essentially.
Okay.
And I think this is one of those games that expects you to do that, right? It's not like oh, if you break your character, you just all of a sudden like you win the game. No, they want you to break the game because they know you're going to do it, right? So like I was right in assuming that like yeah, the mushroom place is pretty much the spot where you gotta really get serious.
Yeah, that's why this gun is really cool because it is a very serious weapon.
No, like stuff like that, like legendary blueprints are like incredible because of that, right? Because that's the game breaking stuff, right?
Yeah.
So what we are supposed to be doing essentially is just like farming things that give us stuff like that, right? Like farming caves, farming this oil rig specifically, apparently, and you know, just getting geared up with legendary stuff, essentially, right?
Yeah.
It wants you to take every advantage that you can get.
That makes sense.
Basically, put a lot of time into the game, which is great because this game is cool.
Move fast, break things. Work faster, man. The pizzas are almost done.
You're not being abusive to the pals, are you?
makes you think I am.
I love this, pal. I love Duelist so much. Freaking Block Gundam.
Gundam.
Roblox Gundam.
Yeah, it's Cubix Roblox for everyone. Dang it, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was trying to bring the pizza to the base.
Activating green laser.
I like how it's called the forest.
Going green.
Do they just speak in like green puns or something?
That would be funny. Going green.
Time to green.
You know what? Walking around at this pal, I'm starting to kind of get the appeal of giant mechs now.
Giant robot can't stop you. But you can stop it.
It's this thing called a power fantasy, I suppose. I don't know very much about that.
Power wheels. So
I mean, I get...
dropped up 250 pieces.
Good. I mean, I guess my power fantasy is walking around as a dude destroying the giants that be. I mean, I'm a Shin Megami Tensei player, so I guess that isn't too far off the margin.
Yeah.
Look at
In the margin.
Look at me. Look at me and my mech.
I'm coloring within the line.
I color within the lines.
You're so diligent.
Yeah, I use the fill tool.
Yeah.
My diligence comes from my cross-hatching, though. Or my lighting, I guess.
No, I need more incubators. I'm running out.
Time is running out. Dinner has begun. Your sword is enough. How come you think Glownam hasn't made a return in any Zelda games?
How do you know his name?
Look, I was very deep in the YouTube poop scene.
You know what his real name is?
Is it not Glownam?
No, you know what his real name is.
No, it's Glownam.
What does he say?
Oh, no, that's not his name.
Yeah, it's his name.
His name is not Squatala. Like, come on, that's not his name.
That's his name.
You know that's not his name.
That's his name.
Squatala. We're on. Gee, what are all those heads? Those
I thought it
are
was
the
cheese.
faces.
Look at all those heads. Iris, what are all those heads? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, I was deep in that scene. I was like,
darn it.
You know, like you call them vocal stems. That's where a lot of mine come from. It's like,
You must conquer.
you must conquer each. Well, I guess I better get going.
How about a kiss? For love.
You've got to be kidding.
I still think about that one where it's just like, you killed me.
Yeah, that one's good. I like that one a lot, because when she says good, you can hear the reverb.
Good. Good.
Fishing. No, the fishing one is funny because, like, there was a YouTube group I watched where one of the scenes was just the guy saying fishing, but it was like bit crushed really badly.
I should find that funny.
Fishing. Fishing.
Putting all my abuse points away.
This is illegal, you know.
My cakes will burn. Yeah, if I try without VP, what the heck is that?
Hello, Non. How you doing?
A VP? I don't know what a VP is. Sounds pretty risque. Maybe I shouldn't say it on stream.
Oh shoot, we finally got a Street Fighter song.
Which one is it?
Gil's theme from Second Impact. It's called Nile.
Of course it would be Gil's theme from Second Impact. As if you would play, you know...
Oh!
Guile's theme goes with everything. GuilesTheme.com.
Yeah, Twitch won't let Non say anything if they have a VPN on.
Yeah, because you have to be a real Twitch chat viewer person thing. Has to be real.
I'm happy to see Non here. They were one of the frequent viewers of my stream way back when.
Wow.
They remember everything.
They're from the olden days.
They remember the time where when I was streaming, I had to hang my headset on my square box CRT TV to get the sound to be piped in because I didn't know how audio things worked.
Wait, really?
Yes, that's how I got audio.
Did it work?
It worked, but it was like, but like, no, I need to figure out because I was like really irritated that there was no audio. So it's just like,
no, that's bespoke inefficiency on it. I like saying that word. Thank you, Daniels. Describes everything non-neurotypical people do. Bespoke inefficiency.
I do think Second Impact's soundtrack is really good.
Well, isn't Second Impact the Street Fighter 3 with like the most swag in general?
I would say that. I don't know if everyone would agree, but I would say that. I like my favorite Street Fighter 3 is actually Second Impact.
I mean, based on what you showed me of it, yeah, it seems like the one with the most swag.
Yeah. And Third Strike is like the best in terms of like gameplay, right? But like Second Impact to me has like the most natural swag to it. Like I love everything about it.
Like all the art in it, all that little UI stuff.
Well, the music too. Like the music's really good.
Yeah, I forget I didn't know they like changed out the entire soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Oh, this song?
No, I mean just what they would. You know, they go through the effort, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible, honestly.
Oh, I know what Non was there for. They were there for, when I beat Earthworm Jim on the hardest difficulty. I streamed that. I wish I had, like, a VOD of that. Because...
Oh, is that?
That's
really cool.
I forgot why I even did that. I think it was just to say that I did. Just like that. That's all. It was fun. I like Earthworm Jim.
Cool. Oh, that's really neat that they
Yeah, I didn't want to be called a worm. Exactly. What a worm. Playing on practice, eh?
Now you can say you're the best. Shiny said you're the best.
Shiny said I'm the best, yes.
Yeah, not to say like that. Not many people can say that. But Shiny said you're the best. Battle station.
Wait, there's a dig spot there? Let me go dig there.
It's time to dig.
It's time to duel.
Up some Bake 'em away toys. It's time to duel.
We see the post. Test succeeded.
Testing, 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 testing.
Legendary revolver.
Wait, what?
Legendary revolver.
Hello, old friend. That uses handgun ammo. Dang, that would be really powerful. Maybe? I don't know. I'm more of a fan of the gun I have now. Which basically is... Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob.
Oh, I love this song. The Hilltop Zone. I was always really funny about this zone because in California there's a place named Hilltop.
California.
I'm sure.
The Legend of California is all kinds of...
No, remember when I was freaking out when you showed me that Jeff Kaplan was making the game? I was like, what?
I saw more footage of the recent streams and the game is...
No, it's like I take it back everything I said about you, Jeff. I'm sorry. It's just like...
And it's just it's based... I think that game actually is an Arc Lake, or whatever you call it, or whatever one where it resets the island.
No, I'm sure that game's gonna be legit. Like, I'm actually kind of excited for it. And yeah, honestly, it is partially because Jeff Kaplan's there. Like I'm just like, what? Like, dude, you just like disappeared, and now you're like here making your own game called Legend of Cali.
Legend of California. It's like Secret of Mana, but you know, California.
The Legend of Legends.
The Legend of California.
The Legend.
I do like the idea that it's just like, yeah, what if California was just an island and then stuff?
It's Pangea time.
Yeah. It was the Pangea of time. It was the something times. Those steaks are done. Yummy steaks. Off to the place.
My dinner's almost ready, so I may have to get up in a sec.
Delicious. Hanging out in the Golden Hills, Metroid.
No, I just need to go around in a bunch of freaking caves. That's all I need to do. It's not that I just need to keep doing that, so I can keep.
I like how in the mining base you just arrange the hot springs into like a triangle.
Yeah, I'm funny like that.
And the PAL lodgings is just a giant lean-to.
No. I have to arrange stuff like that, or else I'll like freaking die. Like I'll be killed by my own brain.
It's too complicated.
No, I'm starting to like accept that part of myself, that I'm just kind of like that, right? Like, wait, wasn't I talking about this in one of the previous streams where I was like, it's very hard for me to like remember numbers that aren't even numbers, essentially.
That specifically.
Yeah, it's like
it's really that specific.
No, I was like, numbers below 5 I can remember, right? But anything above 5, you'll nope. You're gonna have to give me a post-it note.
Wait, you mean like 5 digits?
Yeah. No. Yeah. If there's like 5, anything below 5 in the digits, that I will remember it. If not, then you're gonna have to get me a post-it note.
Yeah.
And why? I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I don't know.
I turned off his generator. Oops. Oh, you need to generate electricity. It's important. I like turned off Beacon's electricity generation. I don't know how that happened.
Activating forest laser. Wait, that one's too slow. Activating solar beam.
Solar beam.
I missed. Excellent.
Eggs.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm overdue on my yearly playing of Sonic 3D Blast.
Oh no, is it that time of the year?
Yeah. I have to do it every year.
Or what?
I'll get really sad.
Yeah. Quivern
It's-
was born.
Quivern was born today.
I actually got one of those to change out the sickly. There's something else.
Sickly.
I got one that's a mine form. It's like, okay. Wait, I got one that's vampiric. What the heck?
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
What did that do again? It's like,
I think it
yeah.
it lets them absorb health on impact.
Whoa, whoa, don't do that.
I don't think he got scared. What happened?
I took out Max, and because I had them on aggressive, they immediately used one of their moves, and I'm like, no, don't kill it. Please do not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reptyro Crisp.
It's crisp. Tyro, you're crisp.
Feast over.
Yeah, let's see what damage is. Absorbs a portion of damage dealt to restore health. Does not sleep at night.
That's really funny. Also, give me a sec. I'll be right back. You can stare at my cool robot.
Staring at cool robot. Staring at cool robot. Infinite stamina. Stamina of the infinite. So many Queevens. So many. He's so fast. Cool. Silly hat.
It's a large dragon egg. Got a lot of eggs. Let's pick up some salads. Oh, oh, creeping. I love you, creeper.
Oh, I forgot I put this song on the playlist.
What is it?
The Golden Sun Isaac's theme. Not Isaac.
Oh,
Felix's theme.
oh yeah.
I like that one.
Go, go, Lee's Pump.
Dang, I keep forgetting to make myself a better fishing rod.
Penguin fishing rod.
No, I think that's like the thing that like is like low key the strat in this game. Like just keep going in caves. Just keep going in caves. Just keep doing it.
Yeah. Finding legendary skadoodles.
Yeah.
Legendary skadoodles. You need them legendary skadoodles to make the ship stuff.
No, it makes more sense to go in caves now because caves just give you stuff now. They just actually give you things.
I should just stick with my alpha power or alpha Queaver and I found. Really, as much as I want to breed a superpowered one. I need runner. I really want runner.
I really like my robot. It's so funny. I'm gonna be real. I felt like I wasn't gonna like be able to find another pal that I liked as much as like the ones I currently have. But
Love at first sight. Wow, the rifle, the single shot rifle is so powerful. Its bullet travels through the petals.
wow, that's wild.
Keep hitting trees. Come on, Queaver, where are you?
Queevern says, "I'm on strike."
Wow. It cannot be.
Uka is free. No, it cannot be. Evil, the great evil has come.
Is this true, chat? Great evil has come.
Yeah, it showed up, and then that any Crush Bandicoot fans in the chat?
Crush Bandicoot?
Any fans of that miserable Bandicoot?
Artisan one. That awful, awful man. Early bodies are in the infinite stairway.
Why is his spin that strong anyway? Just spinning with such force that it could like kill anything.
He spins too fast. It hurts someone doing that.
You know, you want to know why that spin was good? Because it made for a really good stim tool. Like I just did it just because I thought it sounded neat. Right?
You do. It's like a whirly swirly.
Yeah.
It's whirly whirly. He does it twirly whirly.
But then like,
Really?
but then they made it worse. They made it worse because like they well worse in like a good way, because there's like a powered up version that is like you keep tapping the spin button or square by default, and he does like a one that lasts for longer, and like the sound that it makes gets like distorted slightly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Add fit as a fiddle.
To be honest, I am kind of tempted on the single shot rifle, just because it's more powerful than my current shotgun.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll just make one, because I think this is like one of those types of games where you really just gotta like crank up the numbers, right? Like you just kind of use. I mean, yeah, the priority
It's a good
is
weapon.
yeah, but it's just like priority is use what you like, but also you gotta like stay on curve, essentially.
I mean, it'll untangle it with those places. Like, I haven't even touched them yet. Oh man, the alpha pals are pretty dang strong. I'm curious how big he is, though. The big boy, the big boy. Guess I have to drive a giant fluffy pallet principle. Wait, can you tell me what the benefits alpha pals have, if any? I forgot what the difference is.
Oh, that was like boosted stats or something. It was something like that, I think.
Yeah, like what? Are you reading it? I mean, can you look at that?
No, I'm looking it up. I'm just guessing.
Just specifically more attack. Like I forget what it is actually.
They have more health.
More health.
Oh, well, they're using Pokemon terminology, but higher stats and good IVs.
Oh, so they're just better overall.
They're just better. Yeah. Yeah. So
Maybe
catching.
we're just to use this alpha.
Yeah. See. Non's got it right. Benefit of fatter.
Yeah. No, it's true. Like Wyvern is much bigger. Like I could show you. Wait, do you need help making that? Yeah, I'll show you my giant creeper mod there. The tiny ones just don't cut it.
You know what?
That's the fact.
It's gonna suck if it's gonna suck if I'm gonna have to breed like a alpha Tyrantras or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have to because they're just my ride.
it's-
That's all.
The pal loves this. See, look at it. Look how big he is.
Oh my god. Wait, I just like saw the shadow cast.
Wait, you made the wrong rifle. That's the single shot. You want to make the other one.
What?
You're making the wrong rifle. Cancel that.
Am I?
Yeah.
No, the
Or you wanna make-
the Garand?
Yeah, you want to make the legendary semi-auto rifle.
Oh.
Good thing I caught you. No, you'll like it because it's a Garand. Like, what am I thinking? God. Yeah, look at that giant dragon there. See what I mean though? Like the alpha pal.
Yo, it's so huge.
Yeah. Oh, to me, that's like Cleaver's default size is huge.
Yeah.
The giant and more fluffier they are, the better they are.
The more HP.
Oh, Cleaver and come back. He's not gonna be perfect, but he's close. At least he has Burly Body and Serenity. Like that's all that really matters. Like those are the only two passives I can't live without on a high tier file at least. I'm just gonna feed him all the rest of the dragons. And
I
he'll
love my
become
dad.
even fatter. No, I think alpha there is something about alpha pals because they're really rare now. But since you go cave diving, you probably find a lot. This is one I grew myself by accident. So. And he turned out pretty good. And he's a boy, so he's a big fat turkey boy. Where's he going? Oh, he's just helping. He's doing his best carrying that tiny little egg. Man, he has ADHD. He's just like everything work over here.
What do you think that cat's doing?
It's like she's trying to massage. Type on a computer. Like. It seems like they're having a good time though.
In truth, they're not doing anything. Giant Cleaver is really funny. I don't know. I wonder if the Alpha Cleaver just doesn't exist anymore. The one you could just get. Probably. Versus Giant Cleaver.
Just gotta.
You remember when Giant Donkey Kong was the only giant to ever exist?
Giant Donkey Kong?
Mm-hmm.
Giant Donkey Kong? Say incredulously.
Giant Donkey Kong.
Do you have rifle ammo? Or have you some spare in here?
I have no rifle ammo. I have 12.
There's 31 shots in there. Go grab it and try it out. I'm gonna make some gunpowder. We need it. Yeah, we're gonna need a ton of bullets and gunpowder. Oh, I made a bit of gunpowder, but we're gonna need more refined ingot. Uh-oh. My bad. I didn't use it all of it. I'm gonna make gunpowder. Oh, gunpowder's easy. I'm gonna use up all the charcoal things like gunpowder.
Okay.
That baby fly. For the lesser passives, it costs 10,000 to change them out on the table.
It has a sound too. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, the shot sound it makes is really cool.
Oh. Man, I have a hankering to play Call of Duty now.
Wait, no, I thought you would love that gun. I need refined ingot. I have to cancel the order over there and make some more refined.
Okay.
Make 10 bullets per stack, so you can make quite a lot if you have enough gunpowder. God, making this gunpowder reminds me of our first file. I was trying to use the assault rifle. We turned the firing base into a manufacturing base for a while. Why are they dropping the gunpowder? Bring it. Oh.
I'm hunting for chickens.
Oh. Chicken.
There is something strangely classy about a rifle like this. In Call of Duty, usually these aren't like extremely powerful. You usually have to like 2-tap people. So what I did instead was like I took the most powerful sniper rifle I could get at the time usually and like removed everything to make it like a weird looking long gun.
Oh.
And then I one-shot people with what was essentially a fake Garen.
Oh. It was just a barrel with a trigger.
Yeah. No, it's a shotgun but from afar.
Oh. I mean, sure.
Are you questioning my genius?
Yeah.
Well,
Genius. Yeah.
are you questioning my Girona?
What? Oh, bro, I ain't questioning Jerome. I'm just saying, you know. Just saying. One of them things.
A friend told me.
Hassle another man's right. What do you say?
A friend told me that every time they see Cognito, they're reminded of me.
Oh, I can see that, yeah. They're very Cognito-like.
My clones have escaped.
The way they strut around. Too hot to trot, yeah. Careful, SpongeBob. That means my lucky alpha guy was actually pretty good though. Okay. Show me my luck.
Well, you know what that means. You're gonna have to keep on the lookout for Alpha War Sect and Alpha Duelith.
Yeah, lucky gun, that's also alpha. Pretty cool.
There has to be another another POW that raises my damage besides Gobfin, right? I mean, there's a couple. Like that cat raises my shotgun damage.
Yeah.
That weird dog from the beginning of the game raises my melee damage by 35%, but it can't stack. It might be better though just to have the general damage boost though, because like it raises, you know, my attack stat essentially.
I see. Oh yeah. When I play Sonic 3D Blast, I have to play the director's cut version. No, I think that is the definitive way to play the game. I'm missing this electrical. Is there an electric fire type out there? That's probably not a real thing.
No, maybe. Okay, you're right, there isn't.
Damn.
You know how you can tell. Yeah, Heat Rotom from Pokemon. Do you think there's a Heat Rotom in the game?
Yeah. Is there?
No, not in this game. I love my big robot. Sweetie, why was Robotnik's sphere checkerboard?
So it could be seen.
Dang it!
Actually,
I keep forgetting to make the freaking the freaking like whatchamacallit? The rod, the fishing rod. I keep forgetting to make it.
oh, so sad. It was ground fire.
Hey look, it's the giant talking egg. Silence.
Silence.
Hey Knuckles, what's up? Something bugging you? No time for games, Sonic. Give me all the emeralds you have, right now. What? Try to take them from me then. That was a conflict. That was a
Are they gonna resolve this conflict?
Wait, what kind of conflict even was that? No, Sonic was like not really doing anything. He was just in the mystic whatever. Why did I forget the name of that place?
What is he doing?
Now I'm trying to like remember this. It was Station Square and Mystic Ruins. Dang it! Now I'm trying to remember like the train announcement guy, like what he says. The train heading to Station Square will be departing soon.
Oh, you're right.
Now, what was Sonic even doing? Like he was just like walking around trying to find the. I guess he was trying to find the next emerald, I suppose.
Oh.
And then Knuckles created a man versus man conflict, which is very modern. No, it's very classic. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, like you know when you're like walking down the street to. No, wasn't he trying to go to Tails' shop? Tails' workshop? Yeah, that's where he was trying to go, I think. And then like Knuckles is there, and you could just like walk up to him, and he's like, "Hey, hey Knuckles, what's up?" And then Knuckles uses his horribly telegraphed punches at Sonic.
The punch.
Yeah, the punch. He's just like. Yeah, they're coming back. Yeah, they were coming back from Ice Cap, and I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what they were. Yeah, I don't even actually think they were doing anything. They're just like.
What were they even doing?
What was Eggman even doing? There was no dark story, so we couldn't check in on Eggman.
Oh yeah. Sometimes forget that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with this alpha pal I got. I think I got, unless I find it better in the future, I'm just gonna stick with the alpha. And put the farmers back into motion.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
What?
Gamma is the dark story, technically.
Oh yeah. Double true. So true. Okay, where's my photons? There they are.
I'm the coolest.
I am the coolest.
I like that fight because like Shadow like got like all of the aura. I mean not aura, I guess, but like all of the sonicness beat out of him. He was like,
Oh my
he was-
god.
no, like that was the only time where he said something like that, right? Yeah, that was like the closest he got was in Sonic Heroes, where he was like, well, it'll be a date to die for, right? But like other than that, it was just like, I don't know, like it's I think it's really funny because he was like, when he got hit, he was like, I'm the coolest, and then he got hit again, and he's like, what? It's like, who are you? Do you know
So
who
cool.
I am?
Do you know who I am? Go get him.
I knew who he was. I know who that blue guy is. No, when I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest. That was the coolest thing in the world. It was like, do you know who I am? Man, Sonic is being like cool, super cool.
Yeah.
And then I had to fight Sonic, which was like very devastating for me. I didn't like that part of my life.
Yeah. It's very devastating for me.
Yeah. No, it was always weird, like in Sonic Adventure 2, where you had to fight Sonic, and Sonic was the boss, but you're like evil, or like not evil, I guess, but it's just like, actually, like, playing as Eggman was the funniest because you weren't even like fighting Sonic, you were fighting Tails. It's just like, no, Tails was like Eggman's rival, which like made sense, I guess, but it's like, it's just funny if you really think about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah.
I didn't feel great.
Okay, that's
Go ahead.
no, I'm just go on what you're saying.
No, I didn't feel great about that either. It's just like, what? Like, why do I gotta beat up Tails? What's the deal with that, huh? What did Tails do?
What did Tails ever do to you?
What have you done to Sonic? I'll never forgive you for this. Sonic! My machine has reached its limit. My power's failing. My power's going down. No, they had to tell you exactly what was happening, or else you didn't understand. I know I kind of didn't get it. Like, I didn't understand the bar. Like there was like actually a pretty long time that I didn't really understand a life bar being in a Sonic game. Like, it may sound crazy, but like there was a point where my brain didn't have nearly as much wisdom as it does now.
Kind of makes sense though, because you know it's a Sonic game, right?
Yeah. I didn't even know what a Dreamcast was. I'm just like, what is a Dreamcast? If it wasn't for Shining Force, then I probably would have had a Dreamcast.
Wow.
I just said that out of context. Shining Force, when I was a child. Oh wait, the ad is starting soon. When I was a child, I was a kid who played games like Sonic and Columns and Streets of Rage. So when I played a game, so when I played the game Shining Force, and it had me read words, I was like, I hate this. I hate reading words. And I hated Sega for a couple of years because I thought.
Also, once you get out of there, can you send off another whatchamacallit?
Yes, I can.
We need more cores. Cores.
But yeah, basically, I didn't understand I didn't understand how game publishers worked, and that Sega can make Shining Force and Sonic at the same time, because they are a video game company that makes multiple kinds of games. I did really well in school, I promise.
The stuff that you messed up on is like the weirdest stuff.
No, it's just
Nothing
like
important, really.
well, it's just like the bigger picture stuff, right? Because like
Yeah.
my mind was very much about my own little world, right? My
I mean, to be fair, like that mistake is easy to make because you know why? Is because like not even Nintendo would do that. You know, like, they wouldn't like slap their name unless it was their game, right? They really treasured their brand, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Sega was like, I don't care, put Sega on it.
Sega. Even though it was like, wait, what company made Shining Force again? What was it?
Camelot.
Right, yeah.
Camelot.
We're gonna need some food in the regular base, just so you know. They're
Well, you can take half the salad if you want.
okay.
Goblins.
Discovering Earthbound was definitely a very formative part of my life.
Very important that you discovered.
Oh no, that's what it was.
Whatever.
I was like, would you consider me classy?
Classy, right?
What is the definition of classy to you?
Well, I think what you're describing is like a lot of that stuff was a cultivated affect, you know, being classy, you know. I like how 90% of the goblins I found are just utter garbage.
Garbage.
Praise. Garbage.
Let's ask Socrates what classy is. I don't know, I'm kind of shy. I don't think I can talk to Socrates.
You don't have serenity.
What are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Are you looking at your dragons again?
I was trying to make a goblin.
Godfins don't exist.
When I realized I ran. Wait.
Godfins aren't real.
Yeah, you're right.
They're a farce made up by the government.
Fancy. They're still need to see.
No, I gotta make a fishing rod. I keep leaving and I'm just... maybe. Hold on.
Because you need help.
I like to think I'm classy.
Yeah.
Or at least making...
serenity I want. I'm just like,
Or like making my best attempts at being classy.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Just do it. I don't care I've yet to find a water pal I like really like besides Gobfin. Unless you've seen some. Have you seen any?
No. I mean, like Serpent's neat, but not enough for me to want to like use it. If I were like, I like the alternate variant, the one that's gold.
Yeah.
Of course I'm classy. I like jazz.
Yeah. I think to be classy, like it's funny to me when you say like, am I classy? It's like, I'm sorry, but like being any which way is a deliberately cultivated aspect.
You're using a lot of big words that I don't know.
What I'm saying is like, you can be classy, but I can't say if you are or aren't unless you like play the role of someone who is.
I see. Quaburn detected.
Does it have runner?
I don't know. I don't have Google Glass.
Oh, I see.
I felt kind of bad for that. He was like making a happy face, and then I like punched it.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's always happy. It's always making that face.
Well, it was like the
Stupid
super
face.
happy face with like the eyes closed, like it was like enjoying it was like enjoying the moment. Then I spit on it.
He's split it in half. Like the great samurai.
I was like looking at Blade's trailer in Tokon. It was like, no, this guy is like, I'm not gonna say that guy's me, but it's just like,
You know, he's just me.
no, they made him like mega ultra samurai, like that, like he's like,
Can I borrow $10,000?
huh? What?
Can I borrow $10,000?
You mean coins?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not anywhere near you right now, but hold on.
Can I borrow $10,000? Oh, the training manual. Yeah, I might replace my... Unless I find a way to get gold keys, I might have to replace my electrical valve. I don't know though, I'm still mixed on electrical valve. Besides that one the boss uses, I want that one. I have to figure out how to make that. That's what I want.
The big guy?
Remember the one that the boss uses, whatever that one is?
You can find those. She actually gives you a mission that leads you to where they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you gotta talk to her outside of the in one of the churches.
No, not
her.
Not that. Not her. The guy who writes the funny looking. The one that looks like that Pokemon.
Oh, that dude who got his brain broken. That guy.
Yeah, electric one that they have, or whatever that is.
Oh,
Is that electric?
It's like Electric Dragon or something. Yeah, I don't know where those are.
I think that's isn't that like, you know, something.
I'm angry. The game just
Angry.
the game just got my hopes up.
Why?
I heard the lucky thing, but it was a lucky pangolin
Oh.
out here in like the snow area. Like, come on, bro.
A pangolin in the snow. Come on.
So it's just like we
that?
got all these like high level pals, right? And then it's just like you hear lucky, and I'm like, oh shoot, what kind of lucky is it? And it's just like, oh, It's just a POW that you can find anywhere. It's like trying to find a rare Pokemon and you keep running into Oddish. It's like one of those types of things.
Oh my god.
And I love Oddish. I love Oddish to death. I love that little thing. I love that little thing. Yeah, like really thinking about it, there's like only one POW I don't really like in this game. That's like quite the achievement. Actually, two technically, if you count its variant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, you know which one it is. I keep talking about it every time I see it.
Oh, you better go catch it. Wait, what is it?
It's Whack.
Whack. Oh, that silly thing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like Whack. What's weird is that I don't even entirely know why. I just... It's just like one of those things where... Ah! Ah! Anyway.
The panic screams.
No, I was like getting this this box that fell from the sky. And then the guys weren't around it. And then after I got the box, the dudes spawned in with flamethrowers.
Oh my god.
Wait, you said you needed to borrow some money?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm
There you are.
here. I'm here.
Is there like have you ever like thought about like you said 10,000?
Yeah. 10,000.
That's not enough. Hold on.
It's almost. Almost that number. Why is it like
There you
such
go.
a specific number?
No, because I was like splitting constantly. I was splitting the money constantly.
He's sending me secret messages, I understand. Man, it's getting late for me. Shoot.
It is. No.
But I need to do this. Die trying. Okay, so the stats on my cleaver are great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's really good stuff. So I'm just gonna stick with this cleaver and then.
Quivern.
My Goffin, though, I leveled up, is a little disappointing. But you know what? It's fine. I don't care at all. I think.
Is it over? Is the stream over?
Yeah, the wind things down soon first. I gotta go help the kitty cats. Go to bed.
Well,
I'll be able to play more tomorrow.
okay.
It's Good Friday.
Thanks for stopping by, everyone.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Some people talking. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'll see y'all later. Please have a good night.
Yeah, have a great night.